and handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. That is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10.
Touchdown. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Got an open man at Schwartz.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing again, it's Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Watson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now, 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Reset.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Watson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
They will run the draw with Jacobs, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On play action, now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Watson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. Jump. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he'll go down at the 28.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jacobs from the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Watson. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
To throw is Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Carr. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 93. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Jacobs. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop all right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.